Hello, everybody. Welcome again. This is New York Talk. This is the Scout Report, where we look ahead to our next opposition. This time, it is a first trip in nearly 20 years to Leicester. And we have Chris from Leicester Till I TV. How are you doing, Chris?
I'm doing very, very well. Just to say, just on our annual Christmas quiz. Can't believe it's Christmas already. Looking forward to the game, which is more. I don't know if you heard it all on Talk Sport just before we got relegated, when we had one of our fans, Gorinda. Yes.
Yes.
And I have to say today, thank you to Talk Sport for sending that to me and letting me use it. It was embarrassing, and I apologise to every Rotherham fan on her behalf, because she was an absolute idiot. But look, every club's got them.
Yeah, they have, sadly, yes. Yeah. This is the part where I normally go, tell me about Leicester, tell me about your season. But I look at the table and I just go, well, has it felt? This is going to sound like a really silly question. It looks easy from the outside. Has it felt easy?
No. Well, it did at the start, in fairness, and I say to all the opposition fans that I speak to, is that it's very difficult, because we're not sort of being patronising or horrible, but it's just we're having such a good season, And don't get me wrong, we'd had an absolutely brilliant 9 seasons prior to that, with everything that we'd done. It was amazing. And if 9 seasons ago you'd have said, you do all that, but at the end of it, you're going to get relegated, well, I said, yep, well, let's go for it. But the last season just felt awful. A manager who had no idea what he was doing. Not only did he not have a plan B, I don't think he had a plan A either. We couldn't buy anybody because we were trying to the season, the summer season transfer window of 2022. We didn't buy anybody because we were trying to stay within FFP rules. It was all just so bad. Enzo, wow. The players we brought in, wow. We've got a nice mixture. We've kept some. We've sold some big stars. We've kept some. We've bought 2 very experienced players in Winks and Cody. We've got some absolutely brilliant youngsters coming as well. I write for the BBC on a Tuesday under Fans Voice, and I put it up this week, and I said, how as a Leicester fan can I sit here and be annoyed at this season? But I was, because yes, we're winning games, but a lot of them were sort of by the odd goal. And the last 2 games, we've been, 3-1 up, taking our foot off, and we've let the opposition get in with a late, second goal. And then suddenly you're panicking. So it's a work in progress. Look, 2/3 of the team are new. The manager and his coaching staff are new. So it's all going to take time to settle in. If you'd have given me this start at the start of the season, I'd have absolutely bitten your hand off. So yes, it's absolutely, and it should, but it is nice just to be winning again, to be honest with you.
Yes, I can only imagine, sadly.
You can, yeah, sorry. I realised when that came out my mouth. Shut up, don't say that.
Talked about Maresca, because it's interesting. We go back to last season in the Championship. We had Burnley, who were in similar position, probably not as good, but it was all about company. It was all about Vincent Kompany. Vincent Kompany is the guy. Maresca seems a guy doesn't want the limelight, but is happy to sort of just let the team do the talking almost. Is that fair, or is that not necessarily
yes? I mean, when you're winning, he's not being asked all the awkward questions that Rodgers was last year. It's a lot easier to do press conferences when you're winning. He completely was left field. When we sat Rodgers last season, and we got in Dean Smith, Craig Shakespeare, who'd obviously been with us under Nigel Pearson and Ranieri when we won it, and of course John Terry. Like him and love him, he's still one of the best Premier League defenders there's ever been. We didn't quite do enough to stay up. Had we got rid of Rodgers a bit earlier, who knows? And I think a lot of Leicester fans were at the point to say, look, just give Dean Smith a chance. He's got Villa promoted. He's got Shakespeare with him, who knows Leicester inside out. Surprised he didn't. Then the rumours were that Jesse Marsh was going to come in, and we're all ripping our shirts up and burning our season tickets if that had have happened. And then Maresca came. I mean, I was saying, give me the guy who manages Ipswich because of the success they'd had. Give me the guy who's managing Blackburn. Both of them know the lower leagues. Those are the two I wanted. Maresca wasn't even on our radar. I mean, 6 days before he put pen to paper, literally 6 days, he was holding the Champions League trophy aloft. You know, and it's like, what? When it was announced, I'm like, seriously? You know, and then of course you start looking, and he's never been a manager. Only 12 games of the main team, 12 games for Parma, and it didn't really work out for him there. Probably didn't give him a chance for 12 games, to be honest with you, but that's Italy. And he came in and we thought, he's suddenly thinking, well, hang on, if nothing else, we're going to get some good loan players in. His contacts with Pep. But he is so, you know, at the moment he's living at the training ground, because of course we've got that brand new training ground. So he lives there. And somebody said to him, well, what do you do, you know, when everybody's gone home and you finish training? He said, oh, I watch football videos. I watch games from Leicester going back years and you know, from last season. And I mean, don't get me wrong, it is like a 5-star hotel. He's got like, you know, swimming pool and gymnasium and everything there, and good meals. And the guy, it's almost like, and yes, look, we're fans. We're never going to be 100% happy. You know, like I say, we won 3-2, we got 3 points, but I was annoyed that we hadn't won 3-1 or 4-1. Yeah. But my God, he knows what he's doing. You know, he's proved now that he's got, in the other game that we played last week, you know, at half time he changed it. So he proved to us that he'd got a plan B. And, you know, he's signed till 2026. So it's a learning curve for him. It's also a learning curve for us. Now, this team's only been together, what, 22 games is it we played so far? It's scary what we might achieve. But then we have to keep at the back of our minds, as you just said before, look at Burnley and then look at them this season. Yeah. You know, if we played like we played against, God, I've forgotten who we beat, whoever we played last out, I've forgotten. Who was it? Millwall, wasn't
Millwall,
it?
Yeah.
Millwall. If we played like that in the Premier League, we'd be getting stuffed 5-0. But we're not in the Premier League yet. We'll worry about that when we go up. We'll probably buy different players, etc., etc. So, look, I was a bit sceptical when he came in because I'm thinking like, well, what experience has he got? Very much was a gamble by Top, the chairman, but my God, is it paying off? We're not going to get relegated. Let me put it that way. We're safe from relegation.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, and this is where I normally go, tell me about your players, but I don't need to know about your players. I know all about Leicester's players. I'm interested. What's the setup? What is there a set style for Leicester at the minute? Is it it, you know, Pep 2.0, or is there something else? That,
I think the thing is, everybody says, "Oh, you're playing like Pep." Oh, Pep plays that, but the thing is, everybody's playing that way now.
Yeah,
you know, you look who's okay. It was Alex Ferguson, but who's the most successful manager in the country at the moment? Pep Guardiola. We won the treble last year. He's won how? All right, don't get me wrong. He's got the money. But we know, look at Man United, having money doesn't always guarantee you success. So everybody's playing that way. You know, it's very rare you see a 4-4-2. He has his style, does Enzo. We've got a new goalkeeper, Mads Manson. He's very much fits into the role of the sweeper keeper role. We've got Yannick Vestergaard, who is... he was bought by Rodgers, and I think if he played 10 games under Rodgers in 2 seasons, and everybody didn't like him because they thought, oh, you know, and fans get to hate him. But he's come in and he's in the final 4 for our Player of the Year. Okay. Because the way he plays is how Enzo wants him to play, and we very much play we build from the back, and that can cause us problems. You know, we make our own problems with these short passes out from the goalkeeper. So if you're quick up front, teams can take advantage of that. But Yannick will stand on the ball, and he has actually at points just stood there looking for what he can do with the ball. And we'll play a couple of 100 passes between all the defenders, but suddenly he'll see Fatawu or Mavididi make a run, and he'll do an inch perfect over the top ball through to them. It's brilliant. But that's how we play. And the counter attack as well. I mean, against Millwall, it was amazing. I don't know if you saw that, but the goals we were scoring on the counter attack. I think they hit the post, and from that we went up the other end and scored. You know, it was just absolute. And Daka, he played up until the last 3 games. He played 27 minutes all season, 26 against Liverpool in the Carabao Cup, and 1 minute against Stoke. That was his thing. He came on, scored 2 in 2, and got an assist. I don't know what Enzo is doing, but long may he continue. But that's how we play, building up slowly from the back. Quite often, Mads Hermansson is almost in the centre circle. But again, if you've got players that can kick it over the top, I know Watford tried to do it, or you could catch him out. I shouldn't be telling you that, really, should I? But you know, and then you'll have our back 3, literally in your half. We'll be defending your half because we're saying, come and get it off us. We'll start with it. So, but our back 3 is when we're going forward, but when we're defending, it becomes a back 4 because Ricardo Pereira will drop back into a defensive role on the right hand side. But when we're going forward, he's more up in the midfield, which allows Ndidi to run up, who again is another born again player.
Absolutely.
Sorry, I'm saying this with a huge smile on my face, and I'm so sorry. But last season, I was not able to talk like this at all.
Yeah, I get it. I understand. Let us finish on with the score prediction. It's Christmas. Be kind.
I haven't actually worked out my score predictions, and do you know what? I like Rotherham. I like these teams that. And I still put Leicester into this sort of category where we're not big teams. We're not a big team. Despite everything that we've done in the last 9 seasons, we're still not a big team in my eyes. And I hope you stay up. I know sooner you stay up and then Stoke and Millwall go down, you know. But look, we struggled to beat QPR. Sheffield Wednesday held us to our first draw. So, you know, it's not necessary. We've struggled, I think, earlier in the season. It was only 1-0, I think, wasn't it?
2-1. It was 1-1 until you started bringing on the millions of pounds of the player. And then the game just went away.
that is another advantage. We actually play better away from home at the moment. Look, you're not scoring that many goals this season, are you? It's less than 1 a game. But we do have a mistake in us, so I think you could probably get a goal. We've only kept 2 clean sheets all season. I'm going to go 3-1 to Leicester.
Sounds about right.
Sorry, mate. Last season I was predicting 3-1 to the opposition all the time, so yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, I think some Rotherham fans might take 3-1 at this point with our away form as it is. But yeah, just let me know if they want to check out sort of preview stuff from you guys. Leicester Till I, where can they find you?
At Leicester TID on Twitter, Leicester Till I Die on most of the socials, or LTID TV. You can put either of those in. And of course, coming up on Thursday evening, we'll be doing the return fixture for this on our channel.
Absolutely. You can see, if you want to see Tom, who's on our show, go and speak to these guys. Check him out on Thursday. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, everybody who has watched. And please make sure you subscribe to the video and like it as well. We'll be back for the normal episode soon, whenever that might be. Thank you very much, Chris.
Good luck for the rest of the season, mate.
And you. Thank you, everybody. Merry Christmas, everybody, and up the Millers.